Came out early with his approach, and right out of the gate, he went to his split and his cutter, slider, kept us off balance, racked up a ton of strikeouts. I mean, they're just from the side, didn't appear to be many pitches that guys could handle. It wasn't like we were missing pitches. I think he made a bunch of quality to perfect pitches. So that's the way it goes sometimes. I thought Austin Pruitt, he actually threw the ball pretty good. He got beat by every little mistake that he made. I mean, the big blow was Clint Frazier's. And really that was the only kind of slider or cutter that stayed up in the zone, and he handled it really well. The pitch to Judge looked like a pretty decent pitch, but that's what maybe the best hitter in baseball is doing right now and handling that.
Kevin, you mentioned how all of Masahiro Tanaka's pitches were working tonight, but which pitch maybe specifically did you see were giving your hitters the most trouble?
Yeah, he had a mix, so I think it was the slider and the split combination. I mean, he threw enough fastballs to keep you honest, but he was able to kind of manipulate both those pitches to either side of the plate. You looked at the highlights after the guy would swing and miss or swing over the top of it, and you can tell it would start right on the edge and bottom out, or start right on the edge and take off a little farther.
What do you think was the difference with Tanaka tonight in contrast to the previous two starts facing him?
He established that he was going to be able to kind of live at the bottom of the zone, and not, I don't think to our hitters' fault. It was more or less that he was painting at the bottom of the zone, and when he does that, that's where he's going to get hitters to expand a little bit.
What do you think about the way Lucas Duda came in tonight and contributed right away?
Yeah, it was good. You know what, he probably had the best at bats of anybody. His first at bat when he struck out, he really made him work. Had some good swings. He can hit. You can tell he's got a good approach. He's got a quick bat. He went down and got the ball for the home run, but just impressed with the presence when he walks up to the plate and how comfortable he is in a box.
You don't like to see it against you, but was that no-hit kind of stuff?
Yeah, it was. I mean, it probably, generally you tie no-hit stuff into a lot of power, but he does it a different way. But you could tell early on from the swings that guys were taking, he had really, really good late stuff, deceptive stuff.
You said you thought Pruitt accounted himself fairly well. I mean, consistency in the strike zone for the most part.
I mean, he was pumping strikes. I mean, I looked up at one point, I think he had 45 strikes to 12 balls. I mean, he was attacking and until the 3-run homer, really did a nice job. He walked Gardner, I think, and then got Frazier. But, Brett Gardner's on fire right now, so not too much fault there. You got to find a way to be careful pitching to get him out.
And you probably knew that was going to be it for 5 innings for him. Was there any thought to have anybody up going into the 5th or anything?
No. Again, we used a lot of people last night, so we were going to see where the score was at and go from there. I mean, when he started the 5th inning, I mean, there was still some optimism that he was going to be able to go back out for at least start the 6th. And then it's a little different, if we're sitting there 2-0, who you bring in to keep it right there.
Did you like what you saw from Clark? I know you sent him back down.
Yeah, there was definitely some good things. I mean, he's a ground ball machine. I think the message was great experience. Go down there and get back in the zone a little bit more consistently. I mean, he got Judge to ground out. He gets a lot of ground balls, that's for sure. So that's a knock. A knack for him. He's just got to be able to trust that pitch a little bit more that gets all those grounders.